Hello everyone, welcome into my outside kitchen. Today is another nice day of our winter in Portland, Oregon. It's quite nice, warm and sunny. And decided to make some nice traditional Persian dish for you, and that is from Shiraz. We call it Sabzi, or fresh herbs and lamb soup. This is extremely popular in Shiraz, particularly for the morning. I remember when I was living in Shiraz, my uncles, my grandma, my grandfather, they used to get up early in the morning, take their own pot, go outside, buy some of that, bring it home, and I loved it. With a little bit of sangak bread, piece of butter, fresh lime, and black peppers on it. Oh my God, nothing better. And I used to eat that. Anyway, I decided to make that for you. The ingredients we need are boneless leg of lamb, onions, dale weed, chive, tarragon, savory leaves, pinto beans or red beans, garbanzo, lentils, rice, garlic cloves, turmeric, black pepper, salt. Let's start from our fire. Let's put our pot, add some water, add our lamb, and that's about 3 pounds of lamb, 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Let's bring it to boil and cook the lamb. Meanwhile, I'm gonna chop the onions, and they have to be chopped on little bit thicker slices. This should be the thickness of your sliced onions, about 1/4 inch wide or about 5 millimeters. And we need about 3 medium onions to be sliced. Now let's chop our fresh herbs. And this is Chinese chives. There is a lot of similarities between this one and Persian. Also, if you cannot get no chives, that's all right. You can use leeks. You should cut your chive about 1 inch in length. And tarragon. Tarragon is the main ingredient in this dish. Some people, they don't use chives, but they use tarragon. Some people, they don't use dale weed, but they use tarragon. Tarragon has to be there. Tarragon is the main ingredient. It's good, it has to start boiling. Our onion also is ready. The lamb should cook a little longer. Our lamb has been cooking for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I'm sure it is ready. Let's remove the lamb, shred it, get rid of the fat, and add other ingredients to the soup. The first ingredient going to be the rice. This is 6 ounces of long grain white rice. Rice also is absolutely very important component or very important ingredient in this soup. You have to cook the rice as much as the whole thing gets dissolved in the soup and you don't see it anymore. And your soup become very thick. And when you are trying to take some of the soup, it will pool basically, constantly. And it become like elastic. I'm gonna let the lamb to cool down. After that, I'm gonna get rid of the fat, shred the lamb, and wait until before end of the soup is ready. I'm gonna add it, and also that's the time we're gonna add the salt. Our rice in the soup has been cooking for about half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm gonna check it and see how it is. And if that is ready, I'm gonna use the blender and blend the whole thing. And that is the time I'm gonna add the garbanzo and the pinto beans into it. Let's check. Yes, the rice is ready. Also, at the same time, I had to add another kettle of boiling water into it because needed more water. You should always add more water as needed. It does look good. And this is 8 ounces of garbanzo and 8 ounces of pinto beans. If you don't want pinto beans, you can use red beans. And when I say 8 ounces dry. As I said, I added 8 ounces of dried garbanzo and 8 ounces of dried pinto beans. But they have been soaked overnight, and few times I changed the water. I'm gonna add the lentils in few minutes. I'm not gonna add it now because lentils is gonna cook a lot faster than garbanzo and it's gonna be dismantled over there and you won't be able to see it. That's why you have to wait almost up to the end. It's the time to add other ingredients like our herbs, lentils, salt, lamb, some butter, little bit of savory leaves, and everything else. Also, always remember, this dish, from the time you put the rice in it, you have to stir it, particularly from the bottom, because it's gonna get stuck to the bottom. Lentils, and it was 8 ounces of dry. Our herbs. Two teaspoons of savory leaves or marze. Our lamb. 3 teaspoons of salt. Also 2 ounces of butter. Also, I'm going to add another half a kettle of water into it. Black pepper. Half of the sauteed onion as well. Our soup is almost ready. I'm gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes. And at the same time, I'm gonna stir it. I'm gonna stir it right from the bottom of the pan so everything can come up. And after that, we're gonna serve it. See you in a few minutes. Fresh herbs and lamb soup has been cooking for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It is ready. The smell is phenomenal. And the taste, I'm sure it is good. I tasted once or twice. It was very good. Anyway, it's the time to dish it up. Let's just start dishing it up. Oh yes, it's nice and thick. That's the way it has to be. When I was younger, I don't forget my mom used to cook this. This is our finished product or our finished food. Fresh herb soup with lamb or asha sabzi. One of the very, very famous ashas from Shiraz. And as I said, when I was a kid, my grandfather, my uncles, my grandma, all of them, they used to go in the morning and buy that for me and bring it, and I used to eat it, oh God, for breakfast. It was heavenly good, and it is still heavenly good. Also, my mom, she used to make that occasionally, maybe a couple of times a year, and I was enjoying it. This is something when you eat, you don't stop eating. You just want to eat and you want to eat, particularly with little bit of black peppers, butter, and fresh lime juice. Let me try some of it and see how it is. A small piece of butter and some lime juice. And definitely pinch of black pepper. Oh God, it is good. The freshness of all the herbs. You can taste all the herbs in your mouth. I can feel the coolness of tarragon, the freshness of deal with, and also at the same time, the chive. All the beans, they have been cooked perfectly. You can see them, you can taste them, and the food is thick, and the lamb is phenomenal. Anyway, it is out of this world. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up right at the bottom of this video. Also subscribe to our channel as we need your help and your support. And if you want to see the full recipe, all the ingredients and measurements, right underneath the video, if you click on see more in the description, you can see the whole thing. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Definitely I'll come up with some new dishes in very, very near future. See you soon.